見なよ、俺の翻訳を。
I'm starting today's video in English so that I can properly express my emotions when I say this, but I competed for the first time in 7 years this past weekend, and I'm a medalist! I haven't been able to really gather my thoughts since the competition. I literally flew home just a few hours ago and I'm very tired. I haven't slept super well these past few days, but I'll just say that this weekend was an absolute whirlwind. It was amazing. I did not skate quite the way I wanted to. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about it after I watch this episode because quite frankly, I am very, very, very excited to watch this episode. But I do just want to say, because this show has been such a huge part in my decision to come back to skating. If you remember, when I first started reacting to this series in January of last year, I was calling myself a former competitive figure skater and switched about halfway through because I realized I wanted to come back to it. And now I sit here a year later having my first medal in quite a while. And I think I have a lot of reason to be thankful for medalists and thankful for you guys who have been coming along on this journey with me that really kind of together really inspired me to get back into it. I had been thinking about it for quite a while. I had been wanting to for quite a while, but I think this kind of experience that I'm having on here with this show and with all of you was the final little push that I needed to be like, hey, do it. Like, what do you have to lose? And it was nerve-wracking, but it was so much fun. It was so exciting. It felt completely new and just very different from the way it was when I was younger in a good way. So again, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about how it went. I don't have my professional video yet either, so you will see it. I just will post it when I get it. But I do just want to say before I get into today's episode, it's hard to put into words, but like, thank you. I think the audience that is watching me on this, as well as the show in general, has been a huge push for me to be here. I wouldn't be sitting here talking about a competition if it weren't for this show. I don't really think I would be. I don't think I would have gotten that big push that I needed. So I'm really happy to be back. I have another competition in just a few weeks. Ascendant. Is she ascending to the top? I feel like that's a spoilery name. Here we go. Excited to see what happens here. Oh God, okay. She's really progressed. Here we go, holy moly. Okay, your secret weapon. What is your secret weapon? Okay, here we go. The joy she skates with is just so beautiful. Triple loop, okay. Very nice. What's next? Triple sow? Double toe? Yeah, she was just a few chapters ago in the manga, like, barely able to land a triple-double combo. Yeah? People are noticing her. Double flip. That definitely was a double. So I think she's done, what, 2 triples and 2 doubles? God, this choreography, it's just perfect. And, like, she's so expressive and she's, like, it's a smile, but it's not just like there's like a genuine smile and then there's I'm smiling because I was forced to. And Inori is just, like, so happy to be out there. The judges can feel that. No one else has gone clean yet. She could win. I think it's more than making the top 5. Triple toe. She's done one combo. She has 2 more jumps. This is our secret weapon. What is it? Double axel? Is she doing an Euler? Euler? To triple Salchow? Double axel Euler, triple Salchow. Come on. Come on. Yes. Triple. So they totally tricked us. They're all like talking about putting her combos in the short to go clean, but she did the most difficult one in the second half. She's winning this. Okay. Okay, so she started with a triple loop, clean, then she did a triple sow double toe loop, then she did I think a double flip and a double lutz, so that's 4 jumps, 1 combo. I might need I definitely think I'm gonna do some breakdowns of these programs now. I think I need to. And then the second half, she did a solo triple toe and a double axel Euler triple sow. That's crazy. Yeah, she's winning this. So her secret weapon was that last jump. Which, like, on one hand, doing a jump with an Euler means that you're kind of giving up the 3-jump combo because the Euler is not worth that many points when you're doing triples. But it allowed her to do another triple. So it ended up working in her favor in this situation. Good Lord, Inori. Tsukasa, you're a genius. Oh. She's just so happy. And now the world has noticed her. Tsukasa needs to sit with her. Both of them. You've never been in Kiss and Cry before. It's like such a random dream, but yeah, like every skater is like, man, if I get to sit and kiss and cry, then that means I made it. Because most competitions don't have a kiss and cry. You have to get to like a pretty high level to get there. Yeah. Like there's something so special. There's some things that we like dream of just to sit in the kiss and cry. Because here you are, and I think you're winning this whole thing. Yep. Is she the last one? Or is there 2 more? I think she was the last one. She won. I don't know why I'm crying over the fact that she won. Okay. Like, yes, her being able to do a program like this a little over a year after starting is absolutely insane and very main character energy, but there's also something to be said about just having so much love and passion for a sport and having a coach that truly believes in you. Because she was already talented when she started, you know, she already had that ability. That's what made Tsukasa want to coach her, was like, she's really good. She's never taken lessons before, but she was obviously already very just solid on the ice, right? I guess I'm almost crying because it's like I never got to experience what Inori is going through, because when I got to those higher levels, I had lost my love for skating. getting very personal. Like my first regionals, I was 12 and I hated the sport. I didn't want to do it anymore. And you can see it in my face when you look at the pictures, how sad I was. It's just like making me remember and kind of like feel jealous of Inori that she got to do this, and she's a fictional character, but it's like, it's bringing me back to my past, but also like they're kind of happy tears because what I did this weekend was for that 12-year-old version of me that hated everything about the sport, that just had hit a wall when she got to her doubles and never was able to get past that. And this weekend, finding that joy again, because I've already felt that joy for a while since I started back up, but like my first competition, like there were nerves, but I was happy to be there. I was excited and I was having fun. So Inori getting here and being able to believe in herself and having all this joy for the sport, it's like, it's bringing up like very mixed emotions in me, I guess, because on one hand, like I'm following this story of this fictional character where she's like an absolute genius and just so far ahead what most normal people would be after a year of skating. You know, she has forced everyone to now know who she is. She's going to go to All Japans now. She's going to be able to do this as the champion of this event, which usually Hikaru goes into All Japans as the champion of this event. So for her to be able to go into it like this, just to follow this, and it brings up a lot in me. And you know, I never got to be the main character. I always was the girl in 12th place and 13th place in those big competitions. I never got anywhere. So watching Inori do it when she was able to hold on to that love, I guess, like I sit here and I'm like, if I had been able to hold on to that love, if I had people in my corner at that time that knew how to handle the issues I was going through, would I have been able to do that? But now I can look back and having a fully healed relationship with this sport as a 29-year-old, I also can look back and say that was just a part of my story. So I don't know why just finding out that Inori won put me into this position, but here I am. Oh, coming in 6th and just missing, that's always got to be the worst. This is lots of new characters still getting introduced. There's your 3rd. She was very good too. Oh, you're all young. You have more in front of you. But it is hard to watch someone else pass you up that you didn't even know of. A triple Let's triple loop is a crazy combo for that level, so it's not over. You know, Inori only beat her by like a point, not even, or around a point, yeah. So it's like, just because Inori won this one with a clean program, like, doesn't mean that you can't go do a clean program at All Japans and beat her, you know? Like, this is just setting the stage for an even more crazy All Japans, because Hikaru will be there too. So, and the other girl, I can't remember what her name was. That is sometimes like you have a competition go so well that you're like, this happened, right? It's not a dream. Oh, I love them so much. And Dad is there too, the whole family. Yeah, it's actually insane what she's doing. She got some main character energy, that's for sure. I see she gets her emotions from her father. If she wants to... Because Hikaru put up a 98 at All Japans, right? So she's going to have to do something even more difficult. You know what? His life is changing with this, though. Everyone knows exactly who she is now. Me too, Tsukasa. I am also hungry. celebration party from the coaches. Yeah. You're the coach of the champion. That means big things for you too. You're not just some random dude now. Oh, okay. I'm hungry too. Holy moly. That's the guy that was giving out flowers to everyone. I guess specifically to those two. Two of them qualified. Strategy meeting. Oh, I'm so hungry. Yeah, he's gonna start to get these kinds of questions now. That's like not normal. I don't think that's what he meant. She put the effort in. Tsukasa does not know what to do. He seems to be one of, he had 2 students qualify. Yeah. Yeah, but Hikaru's not technically trained by him, but I don't think people know that. I think that's only something we as an audience in Tsukasa knows. He's awfully quiet saying that. Yeah, no one else knows that she's not really coached by him. Man, I really want to go eat. I really want to go eat now. I'm very hungry. My eyelashes are all wet. I had like an emotional breakdown, man. Holy moly. That is very intense. And very dangerous. She always, wow, okay. That's actually really smart to track. Because she's so comfortable in that jump that no matter where you put it, she'll land it. Yeah? That is true. Like, I talk about Inori, but Tsukasa is in his own rivalry now, too. Like, he genuinely was challenged by Jun, and now he wants to take that challenge on. He wants to be like, okay, if you say, like, the only way Inori can beat Hikaru is by you beating me, then I'll do it, you know? Like, he's got some skin in the game, too, I guess you could say, because Jun was so dramatic. I wonder why they're wanting to keep that so secretive. I feel like there's more to that story. This is very cryptic. Yeah, like he still coaches her a bit. Is he going to explain why they're doing what they're doing? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's not super normal for like a coach to be like super secretive about coaching someone, and it's very abnormal. Okay, so that was episode 17. That was crazy. I don't know why I had an emotional breakdown over hearing Inori get first. I think it's just one of those things where I notice, you know, the show brings out those emotions in me, and it makes me think back to my past. And of course, like, Inori is very unrelatable because when I got to the point where I was doing these like super difficult competitions, it took a lot longer than a year for me to get there, first of all, and because I started when I was 6, so by the time I was skating for a year, I was like doing Welsh jumps in competition. Like, it's just like a completely different experience, and that's partially because this is an anime, partially because of the way the show is set up, where she started old. You know, it's really there to show the story of someone who has to face that adversity, who has to face people kind of giving up on her before she can even start because she was 11. Yeah, I got very emotional. So my competition though. So I came in fourth. Like I said, fourth gets a medal because I'm in the US, and top 4 gets a medal because of our qualifying structure. I did fall on a jump even though I was going for clean, which was kind of surprising. I've literally never fallen on the jump that I did, which is kind of it's actually kind of funny to think about what Tsukasa was saying about like her secret weapon being a jump that she never misses in practice. The jump I fell on in competition yesterday was a jump that I never miss. So it was kind of interesting, honestly, but it was, you know, stuff like that happens. So it is what it is, but I felt really good. I have another competition in a few weeks. There was a girl in my group she put up a score 10 points higher than the national champion put up last year in our level. So, you know, she's gonna go on to win sectionals. She's gonna go on to win nationals, which is fine. And I'm fighting for second. And I was actually kind of close to second here. I was about 1.5 points off of it. And considering I only had 2 single axles, that's pretty good. I was the only one who went out there and did not attempt any double jumps. So, you know, it kind of depends. I'm going back and forth on asking my coach whether or not we can add a double sow to my program for sectionals just to have a double jump in there and see what happens. It's getting slightly more consistent in practice, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. Yeah, it was really good. It just made me very emotional. It made me very excited to be back, and I want to keep competing. Like, I definitely was like, I really want to keep doing this. So I'm very, very happy to be back. And I think one of the reasons why I got so emotional watching this episode and like recalling of my past and like almost feeling jealousy towards Inori was because like it's very at the forefront of my brain right now of just being like, oh my gosh, like I'm back in this is my life again, you know. So anyway, be on the lookout. Once I get the professional video, I'll probably post it as like its own separate video. So definitely be on the lookout for that.
このコーナーでは先週の動画で翻訳が大変なところだったりを紹介するコーナーです。まず最初のポイントはこちら。
I do not have a video from this weekend's exhibition, but I hope to share some of my results and skating stuff with you in the next episode, which will be after I have competed.
コンピートという単語ですね。このチャンネルの動画では何種類も意味を紹介しました。しかし、ちゃんとそれぞれ解説したことはないので、改めておさらいしておきます。まず、いつものように辞書で調べてみましょう。これは基本中の基本ですね。いつもお世話になっている英二郎で調べてみたところ、競争する、立ち向かうという意味で出てきました。しかし、改めてこの動画の場面を見てみると、目的語がなかったりすることがあるので、意味もいまいちつかみづらかったりしますね。ただ、文脈を考えると誰と競争するのかはわかると思います。この場面では大会に出ることをずっと言っているので、つまり競争相手は大会出場選手。そして立ち向かうという意味で言うのなら、立ち向かうのは大会ということになります。つまり、ここでのコンピートは大会に出場するという意味になります。メダリストの動画でコンピートというと、もちろん競争するという意味で使われることもありますが、ほとんどの場合大会に出場するという意味で使われていると思ってください。そしてコンピートの意味がわかると、自動的にこの単語の名詞形や形容詞形の意味もある程度想像がつきます。例えばこれ。
This has been a very tough competition.
コンピティションもこの動画ではかなり品質する単語です。翻訳においては辞書を引いた方がいいのですが、今回は学習も兼ねて、あえて辞書を引かずに意味を想像してみてください。先ほどのコンピートの名詞形ですよね。コンピートの意味は競争する、そして大会に出場するなので、このコンピティションの意味は競争、または大会ということになります。では、すべてそういう意味になるかと思ったら、意外な落とし穴があります。 それがこちら。
I'm like cheering for all of them. Like I know she's Inori's direct competition, but I'm like...
コンピティションが大会という意味だと考えて直訳してしまうと、彼女は祈りの直接的な大会なのにねという意味不明な文章になってしまいます。想像だけで単語の意味がわかる時もありますが、やっぱりそれだけでは意味が通らなくなる文章に出会うことがあります。そういう時はやはり基本に立ち返って辞書を引いてみましょう。意味を調べてみると競争相手、ライバルという意味が出てきました。なので翻訳もライバルとしました。好敵手と書いてライバルと読ませるみたいなのも考えましたが、さすがに漫画すぎる表現ですし、正直ルビを振るのも面倒くさいので無難にライバルにしました。それはさておき、英単語の意味を調べても一つだけの意味に縛られてはいけないといういい例だったと思います。さて最後に前回は形容詞形も出てきたので、それも見ていきましょう。
At the end of the day, I don't know if I'm going to be able to qualify because my section's very competitive and I'm like running at a pretty low base value, but I do want to qualify. Like that is my goal.
はい、今度はコンペティティブですね。補足をすると、ここは花さんの大会のことを話している場面です。まずは優勝ではなく予選通過を目標にするという話でした。それでコンペティティブ、つまり競争の形容詞形というと、日本語的にはちょっと意味を想像しづらいですよね。なのでここは無理せずにやはり辞書で調べてみます。競争の、競合する、競争の激しいという風に意味が出てきました。この中で当てはめられる意味があるとするのなら、競争の激しいという意味が妥当でしょうね。そういうことも踏まえて私の翻訳では競合だらけとしました。こんな感じで英語は一つの単語を学んだら、その単語の動詞形、名詞形、形容詞形やら副詞形まで様々に派生していきます。微妙に意味は違ったりしますが、一つを覚えれば連鎖的に意味も想像できます。日本語的に言えば、例えば漢字の部首で魚とあれば、読めなかったとしてもこれは何かの魚なんだなと意味を想像できるのと似ているのかもしれません。英語学習のちょっとしたコツとして覚えていただければ幸いです。さて次は前回の動画の翻訳ポイントというか、フィギュアスケート関連の用語全般に関してのお話をします。先週も最後の方でちらっとお伝えしましたが、セカストは原作メダリストを読むことにしました。理由は視聴者のコメントに原作が一番の参考書というコメントがあったからです。逆になぜ今まで読んでいなかったのかを先に言ってしまうと、セカストもアニメ勢でいたいという気持ちがあったからです。しかし翻訳をしているうちにどんどんとリサーチの時間が増えてしまい、さらにはセカストもいろいろな事情が重なったこともあって、動画の完成自体が大幅に遅れたりすることになっていました。なので今回そのこだわりは捨てることにしました。原作を見ると用語の解説などもあって分かりやすかったですし、アニメよりも詳しく解説している印象を受けました。そして個人的に結構驚いたのが、アニメと原作で使われている言葉が微妙に違ったことでした。例えばアニメ2期1話で古城選手のこんなセリフがありました。ノービスへの課題が私たちジュニアやシニアより厳しい。将来的に海外で通用する選手としてノービスへの子たちは高い課題が設けられているという話でしたね。アニメの表現に合わせてセカストも2期1話の動画で似たような文脈では必ずしなければいけない要素のことを課題と翻訳していました。ところがこの場面、原作本ではアニメで課題となっているところが必須要素にルビを振ってエレメンツとなっていました。はい、皆さん的には結構どうでもよくて細かいことだと思いますが、セカストはこんな細かいところまで表現に調整が入ってるのかと驚きました。なぜこのような微妙な表現の違いが出てしまったのか。これはあくまでセカストの予想にはなりますが、これは試合において必ずしなければいけない要素というよりは、やはり海外で戦えるようになるために乗り越えてほしい課題という意味合いなので、アニメでは必須要素ではなく課題にしたのかなと考えています。まああくまで予想ですので、そこら辺の事情は有識者の方たちの方が詳しいかもしれませんね。 鳩映像作品においては昨今配信が主な視聴媒体になったとはいえ、巻き戻しをしなくても1回で伝わる表現を目指したのかもしれません。とどうでもいい細かい気づきの報告をしましたが、実際に原作を読んでみると、原作が一番の参考書はまさにその通りだと思いました。あと翻訳には全然関係ありませんが、原作を読んでみると改めてメダリストのアニメがいかにアニメーションに対して力を入れているかがよくわかりました。用語やキャラの詳しい背景は原作本、そして漫画では表現しきれない動きなどはアニメで、どちらもいい具合にお互いを補完し合っているいい作品だなと思いました。原作を読んだのはいいのですが、悩みも増えました。現在セカストの手元には7巻があるのですが、これを読んでいいのかどうか迷っていて未だに未開封です。アニメの進行度で言えば6巻の時点でもう先に行っているので、7巻以降を読むべきかどうするか絶賛葛藤中なのです。やはりアニメから入って原作を読み始めるとこういうジレンマに陥ってしまうのですね。さて最後にもう一つだけ翻訳関連のお話をするのであれば、現在行われている冬季オリンピックについての話ですね。おそらくメダリスト放映もこの時期に合わせてのことだったのでしょうが、やっぱり時期が重なっているので当然オリンピックの話も出てきます。つまりそのオリンピックの話が出てきたらやっぱり試合結果などについてもちゃんと把握しておかなければなりません。残念ながら時差の関係もあってリアルタイムで試合を見ることはできませんが、セカストもフィギュアスケートの試合があれば結果や内容を動画で見ることにしています。例を挙げると、まさに今この翻訳コーナーの台本を書いているこの日の朝、フィギュアペア三浦、陸、木原、雄一選手のいわゆるりくりゅうペアの金メダルという朗報が入ってきました。ショートでミスもあってどうなるかと思いましたが、フリーでベストスコアを叩き出しての逆転劇はまさに圧巻でしたね。全選手の演技を見ることはできませんが、注目の選手は追っていくようにしています。ただこれは義務感とかではなく単純にやっぱり気になるからです。フィギュアの知識がゼロの時に見る時の大会と、本やりながらも知識が入った後で見る大会は面白さも違うと感じました。この動画の視聴者にはフィギュアスケートファンが多いと思いますが、私のように以前よりも楽しくフィギュアスケートを見れるようになった、増えてくれているのなら幸いです。というわけで今日はここまで。ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。よかったらチャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。それではまた次回お会いしましょう。さようなら。